We are live. Is that like a 3D effect? Is it working? Look at that. 3D coming at you, 3D, live and direct. It's Thursday, Thirsty Thursday, and we've come to quench your thirst. Hopefully you are thirsty to see some nice animals. And I know there's irony in it, but we are here to thirst your quench for balls. So we'll be bringing you the bolas. I want to leave the US Arc background up there, guys, especially with what's going on in Florida. There's always something going on in Florida. Make sure you're following US Arc. Make sure you're spreading awareness. Make sure you're supporting and doing whatever you can do to be part of the solution. Because if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. All right, we're going to crack right into this because I don't want to waste any time. I will do another shameless plug. Don't be a creep. I'm getting sick and tired of you creeps. Don't be a creep. Smash subscribe and hit the like. This is already 260 something episodes in a row. You can't name one other person that for over 80 weeks consecutively has brought you 3 different shows a week and never missed one. Not a death in the family, not COVID, not any other type of situation. Okay? The least you can do is not be a creep. And if you don't like me, it's all good. Hit the like button for our guest because he's pretty cool. So let me bring him out.
What's up, brothers? How you guys doing?
What's up, Bubba? I just like saying Bubba. So, guys, for those of you that have not met Bubba, I'll let Bubba do a quick introduction. Just let them know who you are and where you're from.
Yeah, name's Bubba. We own the Acorn Collection _serpents on Instagram. We're up in Canada in the Midwest, and we've been at it for quite some time now, off and on since I was 15.
If you want to learn a little bit more about Bubba's practices and what he does, he was a guest on the Keeper's Corner. The link to that video is down below, right underneath Bubba's Instagram account. So go down, make sure you are following Bubba on Instagram, and you go check out the time he came and hung out with us on Friday night on the Keeper's Corner with the other Canadian. I like this Canadian better. Go ahead, tell Jason I said it. I ain't scared. So, Bubba, this show's a little bit different. Here, we want to see what you're rocking with. Doesn't have to be limited to ball pythons. You got some beautiful animals. You have some great content. That was one of the things I really enjoyed when Jason had sent me your information and I went and checked out your Instagram. I was like, wow. And you're just like easy. Like it's easy to listen to you. It's easy to talk to you. It's easy to watch your content. So I was like, I got to get you back on the show without Jason. I got to get him on the show without Jason. So here you are. So how do you want to start this off?
Well, first, I want to thank you for inviting me back. I'm very blessed to be back as a guest on your shows, man. And congratulations, dude. 200 and how many? 280 some odd shows?
Well,
man?
This is 80. So 80 and 80 and 80 is 240 plus the other show has 82. So that's another 4. So 264 episodes in a row.
That's wicked, bro. That's awesome. That's a great accomplishment, man.
I appreciate that. The accomplishment is getting people like you to actually come and deal with me.
It's a pleasure, bro.
That's the accomplishment. But thank you. I really, really appreciate that. It's been interesting. If you would have asked me 82 weeks ago that I would do 82 weeks of shows consecutively, doing 3 of them a week, I would have laughed in your face and said, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. But here we are, and we're going to keep on chugging forward. I try to get rid of Jason like in week 2 or 3. It's such a funny story. I've told it before. I tried to get rid of Jason in like week 2 or 3, and it was so funny because I remember telling my wife, because then he came back and everything changed, and he's like, "Well, let's talk." And my wife was like, "Wait, what's going on here? You can't break up with him? What is it, your girlfriend?" And somehow he's put up with me for 82 weeks, and we've grown to be very, very how do you say? I don't want to say appreciative of each other. I want to say tolerant of each other. There you go. So
You know what? I've watched you guys many times on your Friday podcast. You guys have a really good energy, man. You guys really connect. Really good chemistry there. I ain't gonna lie. I know you kind of
it took a lot of
jump
work.
into one another, but
It
it
took a
actually
lot of
works
work.
really well.
It's a,
Yeah.
it didn't just happen through osmosis. It definitely took work. It took us getting to know each other. It
Yeah.
took us actually being tolerant of each other's differences. You have two very strong-minded alpha males sharing the mic.
I was gonna say, fighting for the mic.
So it's worked out and it's been fun, and it's actually great to see how he's really grown, because I'm more of an extrovert. He's really more of an introvert. And when we wanted to do the show, he was supposed to be like the technical guy and just come to you with like the facts and this is what humidity does, and let's stay away from genetics. I don't want to be like everybody else. That's what this show's about. We talk about genetics here. But you know, it was supposed, and it just morphed into its own thing. I mean, now there's so many hashtags and there's so many inside jokes that if you don't watch the show, they'll go over your head. And the people that watch the show love it. They look forward to it. I get DMs all the time. How the hell does that guy deal with you? You know, like then they don't realize off the show, I'm the abused co-host. You got to see that guy's DMs and how he abuses me, you know? All right, so we got a lot of people in the chat. They didn't come to hear my mouth. They usually sign on Wednesdays for that. They came to hear your mouth and to see your animals. So show us something.
All right, cool. Well, as a lot of my clients know, and a lot of my colleagues know locally and internationally, we breed a lot of bells. And you understand from our last show, I was privileged to be on. We talked about the different types of bells, and a lot of people think a bell's a bell. So for the layman's terms, there's dozens or a myriad of bell combinations. So we're going to start there, and then we're going to work to our recessives, our double hets, and our triple hets that we've been working with as well, or looking to land anyway. So I'll show. I mean, these snakes here. Oh man, they're going to bite me. Fortunately, I have a lot of my holdbacks to my left over here, so yeah, they're going to take me out. So bring out a few girls that we're going to be holding back. These ones are they're super lessers with Enchi, and there's a handful of those bells. Everybody knows what a bell is, a beautiful blue-eyed Lucy. I tried to set the lighting in here so that it's conducive. Oh, drop one. So it's conducive to see as best as we can. But I mean, and recently we hit a white diamond. I don't know if you saw on one of my posts. White diamond's a Super Russo. Basically, instead of the blue eyes, it's got an all white eye. And
so white diamonds, like you mentioned, are Super Russo. They're also one of the wider bell combos, because you do have slight. I know, guys, we think that all bells look the same. There are slight variations to the bell combos.
Yeah.
And the white diamond. I know someone who actually had an entire clutch of white diamonds because they bred Russo to Russo.
That's awesome. Yeah. I freaking love. It's the animal. This is the snake that everybody, you know. And let's face it, everybody has a bell or had a bell or looking to produce bells. These are your typical pumpkin spice of Starbucks, you know.
Yep.
So I freaking love bells, but a lot of people think that we only do white snakes. But recently, just a couple of days ago, we hatched this sucker out, and I put a couple of recent posts on our Instagram with it. Check out this dark beauty. Look at that thing.
Yes, that's gorgeous. It looks like a Super GHI.
Super GHI Mojave, bro.
Super GHI Mojave. Now, what's interesting is the variations you get even in that combo, because I've seen Super GHI Mojaves that have come out a lot more bluish, and this one looks really, really dark black.
Yeah, man. It's pretty cool. Like when I put a lot of light on it, you can see the chocolate, like the dark brown coming through. But in this lighting, like if I were to take it away from the screen, it looks black with a nice, beautiful. I just love the thing I love about Super GHI is just the dorsal pattern. It's like gold leaf that you put on food or on statues. It just comes off. And the camera never does any justice to the beautiful animals that we produce. You always got to see them in person. But I mean, the dark side is just sexy. You know, like look
So
at that.
yeah, I'm definitely a fan of the dark side. I always have been. Now I am guilty. I actually like a GHI's pattern more than a super GHI.
No, well, I got a GHI Mojave, and but when this guy came out, man, I was just starstruck, just amazing. And for a
It's
lot of my
beautiful.
fellow breeders,
It's a stunning looking animal. It's definitely a stunning looking animal. That deep dark. I mean, I'm surprised that it came out with that color. Is there anything else going on in there?
no, it was straight. Well, it could have. No, I won't have pastel because the head's way too dark. But
You have
the
nothing going
sire
on.
was a pastel GHI, and mom was a straight GHI. That's it.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
crazy.
sorry, GHI Mojave. So
That's really funky. That really
I love
did
this
come
thing.
out funky.
Now, if you like the GHI Mojaves or GHI overall, I do have, and she fortunately it happens to be right behind me here. Lord Ben, this is Simone. Simone is a banana GHI Mojave. It's not picking up the yellows, but if you go on my Instagram, there's a couple posts on her, and she is orange, orange, orange. Just a beautiful animal. And the same thing with the dorsal. You got that beautiful golden gold leaf kind of flecking on the dorsal. It's absolutely
Yeah,
stunning.
but this one has like a sheen to it. Like this is a really cool looking animal.
Yeah.
It has a sheen. It has a beautiful pattern on the dorsal. Who doesn't love
Absolutely
banana?
beautiful. Now, I didn't produce this animal. This was produced by my buddy Big D over at Big D Exotics.
Okay.
Just gorgeous, though. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, Big Dan over at Big D Exotics produced this animal years back, and I've been fortunate to come across it a couple years, or a year ago now, year and a half ago, and added that to the collection. So, so bells, back on the topic of bells, there's many different kinds. And as we spoke of last time, we're also into what's called the red eye Lucy. And a lot of people, since the last show I was on, asked me what the hell a red eye Lucy is. It's basically an albino bell.
Cherry bomb.
Cherry bomb. There's two kinds. There's a red eye Lucy is basically a bell that is an albino, and then the cherry bomb is a super Mojave. So I'm hoping to hit late season a super Mojave albino. So instead of a purple head, it actually has an orangey yellow head. And
I thought a cherry bomb was a super cinnamon albino.
No, that would be not an 8-ball. I can't remember what the super cinnamon was.
I think the super cine albino was the cherry bomb.
The cherry bomb is a super Mojave albino.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's only a couple breeders have actually produced them. One of the more famous ones is Garrick DeMeyer over at Royal Constrictor Designs. He's the one that actually inspired me to get into the red eye Lucy's, into the cherry bombs. He hit a few last season, and he's hit a few more this season. But if you go on Morph Market, there really isn't that a lot of them, and it's not that complicated. You just take a bell and add albino to it. And I'll show you our male stud for this season and for many seasons coming forward. So again, it looks like a bell until you get up to the eye. And you've got this beautiful, gorgeous, translucent pink and deep blood red eye. Let's see if I can. There you go. Just a gorgeous animal. Right. So the cherry bomb would be the super Mojave, and it would have a yellow head, and then just like a super Mojave, it develop a dorsal pattern down its spine. This guy, I've been lucky. This one is a Mojave lesser bell, 100% albino visual. So I'm breeding back to mom and, of course, mom's sisters, and those are lessers. And then I'm holding back one of his sisters, which is another bell, straight up blue-eyed Lucy, but 100% head for albino, combination of lesser and Mojave. So what I'm hoping to hit from that collection a couple years is our cherry bombs and more rels, red eye Lucy's. Right, but just absolutely beautiful. They're just so innocent. I can't remember who it was that I was talking to. It was Fozzie from Shogun Snakes, and I was on one of his podcasts. And it's funny because a lot of people that are scared of snakes, oh my God, I can't believe you play with them. You pull out a bell because it's so pure looking and so regal. I was like, oh, that's cute. I wouldn't mind holding one or touching one of these. Then you pull out a GHI, and they run for the hills, right?
Yeah.
So,
But it's
so
just like,
that's
you know, I mean, I remember the first time I came across the bell, I had to get my hands on the bell. And when I go out and I got one, it was a lesser Mojave, and it bored me quickly.
yeah. Well, you have probably, just like everybody else in this industry, a very addictive personality into whatever we start falling in love with.
What gave it away?
I don't know.
What
The
gave it
stickers,
away?
the pins, the shows, the collection.
You know, so it's interesting though, because then as I started seeing see, that's the thing, something like a bell or a high white pie, you have
Yeah.
to start looking for the little intricacies. That's what makes them special, right?
Yeah,
So like
exactly.
I began to really appreciate the Super Mojave. Okay,
Yeah,
because
purple
it
head.
has the purple head, it has a little eye stripe going
Yep.
on there.
Head sexy. I love them.
Then I realized, you know, you go with the Super Ivory and you're getting the Black Eye Lucy, another all white snake. But at times, if you get like a Super Fire, you
Yep.
might get the nice yellow spots on the dorsal. Again, small little intricacies. We made some Super Fires and no yellow. That was disappointing. You know, because you're hoping to hit it. Then I come across the cherry bomb, and I'm like, all right, so now we have to like get or make one of each and have that in the collection, just so like you can show those little intricacies, you know.
And it's funny you say that because I'm big into white snakes. I freaking love them. Just love them. Like, and it's funny you say the Super Fires because that's the same thing. Like last season, I hit a couple that had absolutely no yellow pattern on them, and then I've got two are holdbacks, and they're half yellow, half white. I didn't set them up for showing today. I really wanted to focus more on the clown and the pied and the other stuff today. But yeah, Super Fires are awesome. I freaking love Black Eye Lucy's, you know, and Super Fires is hit and miss because yeah, like sometimes you get an all white black eyed snake, sometimes you get half yellow dorsal all the way to the head to the tip of the tail. And then belly's all white. So, yeah, it's
All right,
nice.
So you're getting targeted for a clutch of GHI Confusion combos that they have coming. DTMG says that he likes VPI Snow better than Red Eye Lucy's.
And to that note, I was on the VPI Snow project. What I found out for what I was wanting to produce because we discussed last time, there's also the revenue side of the hobby, right? So if you want a self-sustaining business, there's a revenue side. A lot of my clients weren't prepared at the time to step up to the VPI Snow combos, right? They look at a blue-eyed Lucy and it's like, okay, I can get a visual male, you get a 3 or 4 female non-visuals, like just a straight lesser Mojave, Russo, you know, Mocha, whatever it may be that they're after, and make a bunch of different kinds of bells based on just one male. So yeah, VPI Snows are pretty cool. I do like them. I do find them to be a bit cleaner, and that's cool when you take the black light to them too.
So Kenneth Evans is asking because I haven't, if you've ever tried putting some color in lavender snows.
No, but we're gonna. I'll be talking about lavender albino. I'm kind of glad you mentioned that, Kevin. We are going to be looking at, because I think that's going to be our next stage of the Acorn Collection's development, is for our recessive stuff. We're going to be going into a lot of the grails and the holy grail stuff. We've got some hets going on already for that, and they're already getting to size. We've also got a pair I've got put aside here to show you guys, where we're going to be making some holy grails. So
what do you feel about what Creme de la Crutch Exotics is saying, that bells just aren't good project animals? They're just really nice pets. Ivories are much different.
Yeah, and it's funny you say that because ivories for breeders like us is valuable because it brings us what we want. We want to put yellow belly into any project we want. You get an ivory, period. Agreed. Bells, yes, it's more of a project animal, and it's kind of like our base pieds when we do expos or when we post our ads. I find that bells do sell a lot more to the mainstream reptile enthusiasts, and that's if you go on our Instagram, that's actually our tagline: is we make quality animals for the mainstream reptile enthusiast, and that's a reptile enthusiast can range in many different price range, but it's more the focus of where you want to go. And we used to be in the ivories and to the Puma projects. We unloaded those only because we were downsizing our collection. We were up to about 250 animals at the time, and we're now down to 50 female breeders. But to get back on that track, yes, bells are, in my hobby opinion, are not as impressive as ivories or freeways or highways for what they can do. But for a person that's had a couple reptiles or a couple snakes in the past, or looking for that target snake, the bell is what a lot of people go for, and that's why we produce them. And honestly, the different types of bells that we produce keeps me interested. Like everything from the white diamonds to the super Mojaves. Those are one of my favorites. And then everything in between, such as a super phantom, man. A super phantom is one of the sexiest, simple double or super combos that you can make. And then from there, you can branch out to purple passions, to mystic potions, and karmas even. If you're bored of bells, but you love that blue eye, you want something a little bit, just a touch of pattern, a little bit of color, go for karma. We produce a lot of those too. And
So
then
I think that we might lose sight of that, and I saw we had a difference of opinion where Genetic Canvas Exotic said I beg to differ.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
I think we lose sight that although a bell can be an all white snake, it can be stacked. It can be a powerhouse.
dude, I have a bell right now, a female, that is super lesser, green ghost, possible super green ghost, spark, possible super spark, and pastel, and it's all white. Yeah. And I just got her this the end of last season, and she didn't quite hit weight yet. But yeah, just a bell. Now her eyes are green instead of blue. So that does tell me it's not just a straight up super lesser. There's something funky going on in there.
Interesting.
And I'm excited to find out what she's going to do.
Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Many powerhouses. So I definitely agree on that one. Bells are the gateway drug from hobbyists to breeders. They get them hooked.
That's what got me into it years ago, man. That's what it comes down to.
So is it coincidental it's white like cocaine? I don't know.
Well, I mean, and I'm not. I don't mean to say this in a bad way, but it like I mentioned earlier, it's the pumpkin spice for white chicks, right? It is, everybody loves a bell. It's one of their first starter snakes that they gun for or buy. It's like pie. It's like, I gotta have that snake with a white patch.
Look at the simplicity. It's an all white snake, but it has blue eyes. So those are two things. You're looking at a bunch of snakes and you have one that's all white. Then you have blue eyes. So it definitely has that allure to it. Then just like you said, my addictive personality got tired of looking at an all white snake with blue eyes.
There it is, same one. Yeah.
So I definitely dig it. Let's see here. I want to see a Mystic Potion Lavender Albino. That's another project I'll be starting to stock up on. Okay.
That's pretty cool. I'd be interested to see that. When you produce it, give me a tag. I'd love to see that. We're heavy into Purple Passion production as well, but I never thought about putting Lavender Albino into that. I do have a Lavender Albino lesser girl that I recently acquisitioned for my buddy Rory and Lisa over at Nocturnal Exotics Obsessions, and I'm waiting for her to get up to size. Don't know what I'm going to do with her yet. We're probably going to end up producing Lavender Albino bells, which is going to look just like a Red Eye Lucy. But again, as a Lavender Albino, amazing powerhouse. You can put that thing to any recessive project and do double hits and make some pretty wicked out.
So Creme de la Creme says the problem is all the possibles. Not necessarily, because if you're working with supers and you're creating supers, then it's there. You
know what the genes are going to be, at least on one side, right?
Right. You can definitely know what's in the bell. And then it's not so much a possible once the fun part, right? Just like a head. The fun part is proving it out. So that's, where I think when you're in this for the long haul, you have these projects and you have this fun. And I mean, I saw I think it was, I don't recall at the moment. It was an all white pied and I forgot what else was going on in there, but it had already been proven out. But it was all white, you know. So to see that was just beautiful, and the fact that it was a pie, you know, I have a no white pie, you know, but to see a
Nice.
all white pie was, you know,
Mm.
really funky. So 121 mutations. I think I heard the same thing. Did you just say it's pumpkin spice latte of white chicks?
Yep.
I First I heard Starbucks, and then I thought I heard the same thing. All right.
Yep. Yeah. No.
John
Well, when is that? I'm not gonna lie. I actually like that latte. Like,
I don't.
I'm in
I
line
don't
with all of them.
smell. Everybody goes. I had an assistant man, an administrative assistant, and she always like looked forward to the season, and I was gonna smell it every day for like 3 weeks that Starbucks had it. But I don't like pumpkin pie. I don't like pumpkin anything. So, Genetic Canvas Exotic says I made a Killer Paradox Sugar Bell this year. Looks
Nice.
amazing. Excellent. I was gonna bring out my 4,000 gram sugar, but I'll bring her out another night because I don't know what to do with her.
Sugar's awesome. You can. I mean, it disrupts pattern on anything.
And she's gonna give me a good 10 to 13 eggs, you know. So I gotta figure it out. I'm pairing my lesser clown male to my Pastavi female next year to get some bellhead clowns.
That'd be cool.
So we got a lot. So what do you got coming up next?
Well, one of the things we discussed last was what level of bell are we going to next? And we produced this a couple of seasons ago. It's called, my buddy Fozzie at Shogun Snakes dubbed it the Arctic Camel. Now, I don't actually have the Arctic Camel. Now,
oh man, gosh, that's the one. That thing is
I told you, man. I told you that was a joint project with my buddy Donna from D&J Exotics, and I got the rest of the collection. She says, you can have the rest of the collection. I just want this one. I'm like, okay. Because it was her female, right? So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll reproduce it. So I do have half. Now, if you remember the genetics that I suspected on that animal was super lesser, definitely leopard, and either pastel or super pastel, and possibly Enchi. So I have a couple of bell females here that I've been pairing this dude up, and this is the one other half. And this guy's name is Butters. Now, by the way, I don't know if I told you this last time, but all my males are named after my favorite foods. So I got sushi, sashimi, Benny for eggs Benedict, bacon, grizzle. This guy's Butters. We've got taro, sugar, egg drop, chili. Who else we got here? Oh yeah, corn dog. Smoky. So all the males are named after my favorite foods. All the females are strippers and hookers. So Simone, Trixie, Dixie. I got Chloe, Capri, China, Tiffany, Taylor. We got Trixie. Yep. So Amber, and you name it. That's how we do it. So this is the one half of the Arctic Camel project. Now I got this animal. I didn't produce this one. I actually got this from Mandy over at Next Morph, and this is a lesser leopard pastel. Now, one of the females I'm pairing him up to is a pastel lesser, possible Enchi, the same female that produced me the Arctic Camel. And then I've got a couple of lesser girls that he's going to too, just to prove out which combo actually makes the snake. So, and this guy's just about weight. He hasn't quite figured it out yet. I think he's definitely going to miss this season, but he's definitely going to be in the roster for next season. But just simple genetics too. But look at I freaking love leopard. It's probably, if not my number one, but in the top 3 of my favorite genes.
I think that it's such. I mean, I know this has pastel in it, but just the 2-gene combo of leopard and lesser is an amazing 2-gene combo.
It is. The contrast on that and the brown, that chocolatey kind of golden
so
brown.
Clean. It's very clean.
It's sexy. It's absolutely sexy. I actually sold the male. That's why I had to get this one. The male that produced the Arctic Camel, I sold off. So that's why I have to get a replacement male to see if I can reproduce that animal. So that's what I've got going for Codoms right now. And the rest is all the future of the Acorn Collection, if you will.
Okay,
so,
awesome.
Yeah, so we'll start with a couple of hats. Now we do have quite a few hats. These hats are clowns, and we'll start with this one here. We produced this about 8 months ago, so we don't power feed, we feed well. So this is a gene that we haven't seen in clown. Now we've seen yellow belly in clown, but I have yet to see, and I've checked Morph Mark on a regular basis. But bling is a gene, a strain of yellow belly. Now it's founded by Kevin McCleary of Nerd, and I actually bought one of his females about 8 years ago now. 8 years, yeah, about 8 years ago now. Straight up bling, and I used to make some amazing ivories. Yellow belly bling. If you guys are looking to make some amazing ivories or freeways or highways, man, yellow belly bling is it makes the pattern that much. It levels it up. The contrast, those little slight changes, they make amazing combinations in the yellow belly family. But this is a pastel yellow belly bling, female, 100% het clown. But check out the outline on. Now, normally pastel will wash out a lot of patterns, but check out the darkness around every single alien head on that. And that's what bling does. Such an amazing gene. Freaking love yellow belly bling. So I have a few of these yellow belly bling girls that are all 100% het clown. Check out the flaming on that yellow belly.
That's crazy.
Isn't that insane? So these girls aren't quite ready this
so
season.
Clean though. The pattern is like crisp.
Right? And it has pastel in it, bro. Isn't that crazy? That's pastel.
And it's retained its color.
It's retained. It actually, for a little while there, it's gotten brighter, and then it's retained the same yellow. I used to bring this animal out to expos because people, they say, well, what is that? That's a yellow belly bling. What the hell is yellow belly bling? I've heard of yellow belly, but what the hell is bling? So hats off to Kevin for founding this gene. Absolutely stunning. I'm looking forward to seeing what yellow belly bling.
It's just another way to make more money. That's all it is.
Hey, man, he's got the collection to say it, right? So it is what it is. He's got a staff he's got to pay for. I've got me and my son.
I got you. Now he has that guy Donnie, who's always doing controversial stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised some of the YouTube stuff stays online. But so the sister to this is a banana version, the exact same snake. And in banana, patterns tend to wash out sometimes, especially in yellow belly. But check this out.
Oh, wow.
Same dark lines. Well, I mean, they're purple on this animal. Now, if you go on my Instagram, I have the sisters in a bin with natural lighting, and this girl is highlighter yellow. If I don't dim the lights down here, the lights actually wash everything out, and they all look like bells.
It's just interesting how clear the pattern is, and the alien heads have keyholes in them, and
right now, one thing you'll notice is, pastel will usually defer back the spots on banana, but when you add yellow belly or yellow belly bling, I don't know if it's just yellow belly or the bling gene. I've got I've got maybe a dozen spots I've counted on this girl, and she's already about 900 grams.
So she does have freckles.
She does have, but like maybe a dozen at most.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's. I know I've had pastel bananas before, and they freckle up. I get about 50 freckles on them. But for bling, and I don't know if it's just yellow belly or the bling line, but I've got maybe a dozen spots on this girl.
It may be the combination, because I have banana combos with pastel, and I have some that have plenty of freckles, and then other combos that have no freckles. I think it's yellow belly. Yellow belly does kind of reduce.
Hold it back, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was suspecting. So those girls will be ready for next season. So we'll see. We're breeding them to. Oh shoot! Yeah, I want to talk about Benny. Benny's my eggs Benedict. Oh no, not Benny. Bacon. Bacon's my I thought a 5 gene clown. This season we proved him out to be a 6 gene clown, which is pretty sexy.
I have a 5 gene and a 6 gene banana. I'm thinking about it now because one is Steve Austin. Steve Austin is 6 genes, like the $6 million man. So Steve Austin has 6 genes, definitely has pastel in it. He might be super pastel. I'm just not clear on all the other genes right now, but he doesn't have one freckle. So I'm just thinking about how he hasn't freckled out, and neither has the 5 gene banana male either. So that's just interesting.
And we'll never prove it out, bro. With all the combinations in between, when you get up past 3 genes, it's like, you can't count them, right?
What's going on here exactly?
Right. So, any questions come up, or do I just move on to the next project?
Let's see here. No questions, but Will's Hella Heat said he'd be happy with just an OD pastel weirdo puzzle, but anything weirdo will do. Puzzle pretty much is pretty cool too. The bling really does clean up the other morphs. And I want it, and Will said he also wants it in single gene, no pastel, no in puzzle.
Yeah,
I have a pastel gravel head puzzle. So I am a. It's interesting because I was a pastel hater, but that was primarily because of the pastel clown combo.
Yeah.
But I grew to appreciate pastel when you see how well it works with other combos. That was the one that I was just like, wow, that's what it's doing to adults when it gets older. But so far, I've seen a lot more good. Just for the record, everybody, I've seen a lot more good with pastel than not. Just to put that out there.
And I'm kind of glad that you say that, because, I mean, when I first started out years ago or got back in, pastel was in half our collection. And we're talking like 250 snakes, female breeders, not including the males, right? His pastel was rampant everywhere. It's just, if you wanted a gene and make it affordable as well. Actually, back then, pastel was a premium. Oh my God. I remember a day when pastels were $3,000. Now you can't give away a single gene pastel. $3,000.
I could show you YouTube videos where they were 25,000 at shows.
Right? Yeah. That was way before I got back into it. But yeah,
think about that. Okay,
that's insane, man.
Think about that. That you see a pastel in a tub. I mean, in an acrylic case, and it has 20,000, 25,000 listed on it.
American. That's 1 million Canadian, bro. Don't forget, I'm Canadian, right?
That's why I said no. I say $5 is a million Canadian. So Enchi also cleans up the freckles, and I believe in those multi-gene bananas I have, it also has Enchi in it.
Enchi is amazing for the freckles on banana and Coral Glow.
Forest Python saying Super Banana has no freckles either. I had never heard that. That's interesting. Okay.
Yep, that's actually true. It's been proven. I used to have a Super Banana, and Super Bananas are great because they have 0 freckles, but I do prefer a straight banana only because I do find the Super Banana is a little bit more washed out. It's almost like a super pastel banana with 0 freckles.
Copy.
Yeah.
I told my wife I had a Super Banana. I fooled her. Then it was too late. So.
Did you want to see it? It's fresh, actually. It's had its first meal. Do you like it, honey? It's beautiful.
There you go.
It's not about the girth. It's all about the length.
That's it. Off topic, Bryan. Does Samson like Metallica? Jax wants to know. Tell Jax that I have failed in introducing Sam to Metallica. So unless he's seen it on YouTube or something, I'm
Master of Puppets.
Yeah. Actually, well, he's definitely heard Master of Puppets a million times. Yeah. I'm gonna have to ask him. He's all over the place like I am with music. Tell Jax I said hello.
Did you see the new YouTube or not the new Netflix movie Metallica came out with? It just released a couple weeks ago. It's on Netflix.
Is it a movie based on a true story?
I don't know. I haven't watched it. I put it in my save to watch the later thing, but I'm dying to watch it. I really am. 7 out of 10.
Bull Morphix is just putting out everything. You're setting some really, really high expectations. I just want you to know we're gonna be coming back to you looking for all these.
That's the Wookiee clown combos. That'll be sexy.
You know, we're gonna come back and look for all of those. All right. So what do we have next, brother?
So next up. Kind of a fluke accident. Well, not really a fluke accident. I didn't know what to do with a girl. So, what was the pairing on this? Give me a moment. So this was my 5G. Oh yeah. So this is my my Grail project. So I took my my what I thought was a banana black pewter lesser king clown. So banana black pewter king clown. So black pastel, lesser banana, clown. turned out to have yellow belly. At least the original breeder that produced it, I got it from, is was it Todd from bring out the reptiles on Instagram, and we convened a few times when I hatched this clutch, and it was either going to be asphalt, gravel, or yellow belly. We kind of both decided it was safe bet, or he at least directed me. He suspects yellow belly. I suspect yellow belly as well. So the pairing was that male straight up to a can't remember now. Anyway, amazing animals. I can't remember the female. I really can't.
We'll
My
take your
binder.
word for it. I just wanted to point out, Reagan Renee said confusion, acid, etc. all look great. And then he said, "Oh, DG," and I was wondering for that because DG, Desert Ghost, being one of the hottest genes out for a little while now.
Yeah.
They say that it has to have pastel in it.
I actually agree with that. The
Ooh,
UK.
look at this! I've never seen this. I mean, I've never been like head over heels doing backflips. But Will's Hella Heat says I'm anti DG. Be careful, man. I was anti clown, and now I got a circus. Be careful.
Yeah, it's true. DJ is something else. Like once you see it in person, it gives me wood. Yeah, I did just say that.
He said we got a few quotes from this guy this show, guys. I'm gonna have to make a t-shirt just for him. As a matter of fact, speaking about t-shirts, don't forget the CEO is selling. Am I showing it? Is selling his t-shirts. He feeds 2 animals with every t-shirt sold. He'll be back tomorrow. He was in Florida, went to Disney. I miss him like crazy. So he'll be back on his hustle tomorrow.
Nice. How's he doing, by the way? He's loving the hobby as always.
He's doing well. He was away. We have a joint pairing with Pure Genetics, and we had a really, really good clutch. So I broke it down. I told him, we're splitting the clutch down the middle, 10 eggs. I said, we're gonna make this much money, and you get to keep at least $1,000 and do. He gets freedom with it, whatever he wants to do. No
PS5. Yeah, I ain't got one yet.
No, it's Lego. The kid's a Lego nerd now.
Oh, sweet.
He turned into a Lego nerd, so he's already looking at every Lego he's buying. He started a TikTok. This kid is so interesting.
Are you serious, man? You gotta send me a link.
It's Lego _nerd 22. So he starts a TikTok, and he started like posting a few weeks back. He has 1,100 whatever TikTok does, followers or whatever, and he's done this completely on his own. My wife has supervised it. So today's like, hey, Pops, I got 1,100 followers. I'm like, what? But he has to do like these dumb things. Like, he gets guys with like tens of thousands of followers, and, they'll say, let's help him get to this number. If he gets there, he has to break a Lego, And
bro, he's 11, right?
He's 10.
He's 10. Imagine what that's going to look like when he's 13 or 15 or 17, bro.
Yeah, it's interesting. I told him, can he help me? Can he help me with our YouTube channel? That's
us old guys, right? Here I am trying to log on to this chat. I'm like, oh, where's that link thing?
I followed his TikTok. Oh, that is so awesome. I am going to show him this. So he can't wait. He left, and the day he left was the day after his report card. We had a deal. If he got straight A's, he could pick any Lego he wanted, and he picked Millennium Falcon. So that's sitting here waiting for him. So he wants to go to Disney, and yet has been itching to come home so he could break up that Millennium Falcon.
You're talking about the 33-inch Millennium Falcon, like
it's huge.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So every day I was messing with him, telling him I was putting it together, and I don't help him at all. He does awesome. He does all the Legos on his own. I tried my hardest. I remember for years I told everyone, do not buy him Legos. I don't want those things on the floor. I don't want to be stepping on them. But I guess I couldn't avoid it,
Yeah, man, stepping on Lego sucks.
I know. I definitely know. So Bull Morphic says I'm with Will. I'm more of the dark side myself. Mm-hmm. But if you go into my collection, I think it's pretty evenly I would say dispersed from light to dark to oranges and yellows. I think we have a lot, because the fact is a beautiful ball python is a beautiful ball python. When we
Yeah,
get Reagan on with Samson, we should do it from her Lego room. Definitely. He would love it, and they probably wouldn't talk about snakes at all.
zero.
Darkest is
I
where
don't know
it's
if you can
at.
see. I don't know if you can see just over here, other side, right where my finger's at. I have Lego Stormtroopers, and
Oh,
actually behind those, I have an original Stormtrooper, which is full of holes because when I was 9 years old, I put I used it as target practice with my BB gun,
and
and
now
so
you regret it,
I
huh?
have an original 13-inch Stormtrooper. Give me a second. I'm gonna go grab it because this thing is sexy.
With a hole in it. So Lego room, Charlie. I told you guys when Charlie was on my show that he's rich. He lives in a rich area of his state. I know his area very well. He denied it, but when your kid has a Lego room, we know how rich you are, buddy.
Yeah, room dedicated Lego.
Okay.
So
What
this
is it?
one my son gave me.
Stuff
It's
like the
just one of
bootleg
those. Technically, I don't know. It's a Lego Stormtrooper, right? But check this out. This thing is older than most people I know. I was 8 years old. There's that big ass hole. I shot it with a BB gun. This is a 13-inch Stormtrooper. I have the gun over there.
I remember those.
Man, bro, remember these? They came with the boxes. Everyone, they
I
put them out on
remember that.
Woolco.
Yes.
It wasn't even Walmart. It was Woolco. You remember Woolco?
No.
Oh no, that was a Canadian thing. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, I
So,
don't. Sorry.
so this guy was 1978, 77.
Damn, you old, Bubba.
Hey man, thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
So it's funny that you're mentioning Stormtrooper today. His mother and I are talking to him, and we're like, "Don't forget anything. Go count your Stormtroopers. You want to keep, because he keeps showing me his Stormtrooper every time we talk."
They're all
And
over the house.
he tells me, he goes, "What Stormtrooper?" I said, "The one that you showed me." He goes, "That's not a Stormtrooper. That's a clone trooper." I'm like, so then he goes,
There is a difference.
He goes, I put a post up. He goes, I put up a TikTok today saying, "Don't call me a stormtrooper." I'm like, I can't deal with this kid.
My favorite though are the Snow Troopers. That was in the Empire Strikes Back episode. These guys had the parkas and the long coats and Anyway, we're getting off track here, bro. Where we're at.
Let's see some balls. Let's see some balls.
All right, so show you my balls. So this is my next project up. These guys are at least a year and a half away. This was, I remember now. So it was Bacon, which was the 5 Gene clown.
Bacon, that's right.
Yeah, paired to my lavender albino stripper girl, Amber. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are all.
So that must really go well. Your stripper girl snakes must go well with your wife.
Actually, there is one girl. I didn't. Oh no, I did bring her down just in case we had time. Is Bailey? Bailey. If my wife says if there is one snake in the entire collection that would be my girlfriend, that I would give my wife up for, it's Bailey. So remind me toward the end there. Pull Bailey out. She's absolutely stunning. But so this was the 5 Gene clown, 5 Gene visual clown, or paired to a lavender albino girl. We're gonna start right at the base, yellow belly.
So listen, you're talking all this Star Wars stuff. Yeah, where's the Wookiee at?
I do have Chewbacca. It's still at my mom's house. I have Chewbacca in the 13-inch collection. I have Chewbacca, Boba Fett, C-3PO, and Luke Skywalker.
In your snake collection.
Sorry.
I think he meant in your snake collection.
Oh.
The gene.
Oh, no, I don't. I don't.
Damn, my wife was a stripper when we met and also named Amber. Well, look at that.
Shit.
We got a snake name after her, right?
There you go. We got one snake. I'll pull her out. She's absolutely stunning. I'm sure your wife is as well. She was a stripper dude. Rock on to that. So this is a yellow belly double head grail. Head clown, head lavender albino. Absolutely beautiful. So this is the base of the 5 Genes. It was a great clutch. It was a 5-egg clutch and I had a 1.4. And the male got most of the genes. But
they make fun of me. I'm sorry, Bubba. Every time I say it, they make fun of me. I Wookie, okay, Wookie. I always say Wookie, all right? I also say Reddick instead of Retic. I say a lot of guys. I'm from New York City. Okay, I say water. Okay, I say motherfucker and not the other way around. So I got a lot of things I say my special way. All right,
bro. I grew up. Not grew up, but I early years of my life before we came to Canada, I was in New Zealand. So if you say things funny, like when I start drinking, only my mother would understand me, like because the accent comes out, like reservations and stuff. So like how do you say water?
Water.
Yeah, we say it water. Same
Water.
thing, water.
Right.
Yeah, like I can actually because I've had a few drinks and stuff like early on today. I can actually just like go right into New Zealand and just talk to you like I do my mother. But yellow belly, double het clown, and lavender albino
So wait, are you a Kiwi?
was, and then we
Oh,
came over to Canada. Yeah, and in order to
wow.
survive in the
So I used to watch
70s.
a show called Jake the Musk.
Oh my God,
A
yeah.
movie called Jake the Musk, and we were stuck on that movie watching it over and
Yeah.
over again, and he was a badass.
Once We're Warriors, bro. One of the best movies ever.
Once We're Warriors, and then is this one in New Zealand? It was Wentworth, a show that I watched with my wife.
Yep.
That was a pretty
New Zealand,
good,
Australia. It was actually filmed. A lot of it was filmed in Australia, but it was a Kiwi-based movie.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the base. Oh shoot. So that's the base of the ones.
Boo to Philadelphia. Boo, boo.
Oh my gosh. Next step up would be the pastel. We were talking about, pastel, but check out this pastel. Look at the head clown. This girl is 400 grams. Check out the yellow on that at 400 grams for pastel. Look at the starkness. Look at the contrast between the black and the yellow on that. And all it is a double het for clown and lavender albino. It blew my mind. This girl's getting brighter.
So here's the crazy thing. Like I have and I'll get rid of it, but I have an Enchi, a pastel Enchi, and same thing. And I think it's just a quality line. I think that's what it is. Like when you're talking about bling's yellow belly. I mean, any way we want to chop it up, it's yellow belly. But it's a line.
It's a line, yeah.
And it's a quality line that's just good. They found out that there was another allele of lavender albino, right? They found another allele of that. So you just have different lines of the same. We call them genes. They're not even genes. They're alleles. So I think it's just different quality, and that's why they say quality in, quality out. You want to invest in good quality, and that's what happens. Like I had Earl from Lone Star Reptiles on What's in Your Cup last week.
Oh man, the LRS fire.
He has that crazy line of fire, and he said it when I don't know if he said it on the show or if we said it, if we talked about it because he and I speak. So I don't remember if it was on the show or if it was in one of our conversations, but he said that he wasn't going to put a name on it because it was a fire. Okay, so he wasn't going to change the name, and he started talking about other people that do that, etc. He goes, "It's a fire." He goes, "It's a different line. It's my line, but it's fire." So he wanted fire to be in its name because then we start talking about coral glow and banana, and we talk about sugar and calico and butter and lesser. Butter and lesser, when they brought it in, they actually spoke to each other and plotted. There was a plot. Okay, to call it two different things, so that way they can make more money that way by having it as two different things.
That's messed up. I'm not gonna lie though. Have you ever seen the LSR in person? It's something else. The LSR. I saw some in Tinley. And I'll be honest with you, we used to do fire a lot, super fires and stuff like that. When I saw that LSR line, you just wood. All day long.
I failed a challenge where it came up in conversation. So the last few times I went to Arlington, I did not go to Earl's house because I have friends in Texas. So I made plans. I did promise him next time I go, I won't make plans around his get-together. But I think it was Ron from BBM, where he was on this show. And somehow LSR Fire came up in conversation, and he challenged me. So both he and Python Spawn, Tish from Python Spawn, were giving me videos and photos like a challenge. And in the tub, you have an LSR Fire and you have a Desert Ghost. I picked wrong every time.
Yeah. It's phenomenal, bro.
That's how high the quality is. So
it is phenomenal. Such an amazing G.
Bullmorphic. So Ultramel is poor man's Burgundy. If Burgundy is synonymous with Monarch, we are saying the same thing because I always call Ultramel a bootleg Monarch.
Yeah.
You can quote me on that, guys. I know. Here comes the hashtags.
Bootleg Monarch.
Team Ultramel. Team Ultramel.
Anything else?
Let's see. Let's
great.
see. Bailey.
So the yellow belly. So we went to the pastel. Now we combine the two. So yellow belly, pastel, double head grail. And we put the two into one animal. This is yellow belly, pastel, double head grail. Again, we've got that nice, beautiful lining. Look at the darkness around each alien head. It's so crisp. Right?
Oh, that white comes up too.
But look at the flames on that, man.
Yeah, that's
insane. So I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys produce. And then the last female of the group is a pastel lesser yellow belly girl. Beautiful yellows. Absolutely stunning. Same thing, double head grail. Look at the tail though. You can see that yellow belly really hitting that lesser on there. Right? And then the stud of the four girls, their big brother, black pastel, lesser, yellow belly, banana, double head grail.
I was gonna say that thing looks banana. It has like that, when the banana has the purples.
Yeah, yeah.
So I thought it.
And already about 400 grams and 0 spots.
Yeah,
so I don't know what's doing to that, but 0 spottage.
And it's funny because you see all the different stuff. You see the black pastel little combined. Yeah, you see.
Yeah, and you see those Egyptian black pastel markings on this too. Where is that? Where they had it almost looks like a human centipede thing.
Yep, I saw it when you turned it.
Yeah, on the backside here, right? So, just absolutely stunning. So I got lucky. It was a 1.4 or it was a 5-egg clutch at a 1.4. The male got most of the genes between the pairing. And they're all double head grail. So grail is something we're moving into. Hopefully these guys will be ready in about a year and a half, 2 years. And then we're going to stick with a lot of clown stuff. I know we're running out of time here, so we'll go through this real fast.
So real quick, Will's Hella Heat is asking, is that normal pastel, citrus, or lemon?
Straight just pastel. Straight up pastel.
It's just a high quality line of pastel.
Just a really good line quality of pastel. We used to have some citrus pastel. I didn't move out of it. Again, that's part of that, dropping the numbers down to make it manageable for me because I am a one-man show, right? So fire, spot nose, clown. Look at the head stamp on that.
Look at the color on that.
Yeah, it's insane, man. Love the pattern. This guy's a biter though. So
you got two things going on here. I say top 3 for head stamps are spider, clown, and spot nose. And spot nose clown obviously has a great head stamp.
Yeah, it's a fire spot nose clown. In person, he's actually a little more orange than what the camera is showing, but I just love the diffusion of the flaming over on this pattern here. Like, I mean, look at that. Just love that.
There goes the clown faces. Okay.
And then I've got his brother, and you guys spoke about this last time. I think it was 2 weeks ago. The Batman. One of my faves.
And the Batman.
Yeah. One of my faves. Really good, high expression Batman though. Very orange. If you go on my Instagram, you'll see how orange this guy really is. But it's so classic. The thing I love about Batman is the mascara kind of eye. But look, you can even see that slit, even in the camera, like just absolutely stunning. So the Batman, I've got him for, he's already locking up this year, but I think we missed. So we do have the banana black Peter King Clown male as a backup. So we'll see what's going to happen with those pairings. But this is going to be one of our primary, just straight up clown breeders. We've got him going to a bunch of leopards and pinstripes and pastel clown girls and some spot nose girls, all 100% head clowns. Just
You're
want
gonna
to
make some Batman Plus stuff going on.
Yeah, like and a couple of
I'm
pocket.
sorry, did you say leopard pinstripe?
Yeah, bro. So I've got a pinstripe het clown girl. I'm hoping that I think the banana took her this year, but definitely next season I'm hoping the Batman will take her because I
Okay,
love.
no, I thought you meant leopard pinstripe combo because that's a funky combo right there.
No, I do. Have you ever seen the Batman pinstripe though?
I can't recall. I don't believe so.
The reason why now you know why the reason why JKR named this the Batman because it looks like that Borneo bat eater. So I find that and I saw a couple posts of it, and I can't remember who produced it, but there was a pinstripe Batman, and it looks more like the Borneo bat eater. So I'm looking forward to seeing if I can lock this guy up for at least for next season, and make some of those pinstripe Batmans.
So Genetic Canvas Exotics is saying I bought a killer banana from Bubba. Just a stunning creature, great quality animal from this guy.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate that, man.
Good
Appreciate
job,
it.
asshole. Because he's always calling us assholes.
Asshole pays a compliment. That's cool. He's a little asshole at this point, right?
There you go. He's a nice asshole.
He's a nice asshole. It's like your last girlfriend, right? But anyway. So the last project, which is kind of part of the future of the Acorn Collection, and I say this future because I only got maybe 10 years in the industry before I start to really slow down. Like I'm 51 next month, right? So I want to be able to. I still want to keep a lot of snakes. I still want, but I also at that point I'm expecting some grandkids, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So one of the projects, and a lot, it's kind of contradictory to my philosophy is, you want to produce a sweet spot of production so that you can maintain your hobby, keep what you want, and still generate enough revenue to maintain your lifestyle and maintain your hobby. So you're not taking away from the family. And if anything, you're giving back to the family. So this is more of a personal project for me for the first probably season or two. It's all going to be holdbacks. But fortunately, we produced 3.5 of these. So this is my triple het Holy Grail project. And I was lucky enough to get black pastel and yellow belly bling into the project. So we have here is triple het, black pastel, yellow belly bling, head for lavender albino, head for clown, and head for pied.
Wow, it's a powerhouse.
Absolutely stunning. Freaking love it.
That is absolutely a beautiful animal. And to think if you hit those things visual with a triple visual, that would be crazy.
Well, that's why I'm holding back the whole clutch because you know the odds, right? It's a triple. So
right.
You're looking at one in what, 120, 128? So
1 in 116.
Oh, yeah, triple, right? Sorry, yeah. But just stunning. Look at, and you can see the yellow belly and the black pastel influence right on there. See those alien heads on that thing?
That thing is gorgeous.
Isn't that stunning? And all of them are like that. So this is now. I did produce a similar clutch. I didn't bring it out. They're het. They're double het dreamsicles. So lavender albino and pied, and same combos, yellow belly and black pastel. Actually, shit, I just realized I didn't want to show these guys, but these are triple het Holy Grails. I do have the Holy Grail hets, black pastel yellow bellies up for grabs. We're only keeping back a 1.3 collection of those, and the rest are going up for sale. But yeah, so these three kids are the future of the Acorn Collection.
No, that's definitely a good future, very promising future. Again, to hit any of those visuals, it would be
Sexy,
beyond and very valuable. So
true.
That doesn't hurt either. So listen, it's time to sign off. But before we sign off, you're supposed to show us that stripper daily.
Yeah. So this is, according to my wife, my girlfriend down here. She is a Sumatran.
Whoa!
Python. Yeah, she's a big girl, and that's Bailey.
Whoa!
Bailey is a full-grown Sumatran short-tail female. Absolutely love this girl. Mwah. Such a sweetheart. And you know what? And I said this before, blood pythons or any family or genus, such as the short tails, have a bad reputation. But look at this girl. I mean, do you see her trying to eat my face right now?
That girl is thick.
Yeah, man. And she's a smaller version, right? Of the three. Like, there's three lines. I've got this girl here, which is our albino T negative blood. She's gonna be ready in a couple years. And then we've got this dude here, which is our T positive blood. Check out the red on this guy.
Yes. So, I put a Bubba Sparks song. Oh wait, no, I was going through Bubba Sparks, but I found another one. Or maybe I did put. Oh, I put a. It's not a Bubba Sparks song, but I clipped Bubba Sparks part of that on the story I did. But one of his songs is Miss New Booty, and you pulled out that snake, man, and a lot of booty right there. Let me
Baby
tell
got back, man. Right?
I know Bull Morphic says Bubba's girlfriend is thick.
I like him
Dropping
thick,
all
bro.
the singles on that bad girl right there.
I like him thick. I don't like the skinny chicks, man. I like him a little bit of back.
That's it. Baby got back for real.
Right?
That is, yeah, she's definitely a sexy creature. Cannot deny that in any way, shape, or form. Tell your wife that she should be threatened. She should be threatened. Well, brother, listen.
Making hybrids or anything, but
it's always a pleasure. I mean, we gotta bring you back again. Get into the boas and the big stuff, and
oh yeah, behind me there, yeah.
Just have a good time. We always have a good time when you're on the show with us. So, all right, Assholios.
Assholios.
We always have a good time.
It's been always a pleasure, man.
I really appreciate you joining us, guys. A lot of love to Canada. Make sure you are following Bubba. The link is down below. It is the Acorn Collection Serpents. Is that what it is?
Yes. Acorn Collection _serpents.
It's right down below. I made it easy for you. All you have to do is click on in the video description. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Everybody have a great Thursday night. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow on the Keeper's Corner. When I'm with that Canadian, I'm with every Friday night, and I'll be giving him hell as usual. Thank you guys for the gift of time. Rock on. Everybody have a great night.
Cheers.